Yo, what is going on, guys? Jordy back with another T3 video. So today we're going to be checking out the new hero Ono. We're going to do a little bit of a first look at how he plays, his kit. I'm going to go over all of his skills, everything like that. And if you guys didn't see, I reacted to the arena news. It kind of is showcasing everything that is coming with Super Season 2. This is going to be the Battle Pass hero for that season, and that actually comes out next Thursday, I believe, or Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those days. It's gonna come out on August 17th. So whatever that is for y'all, that is when we are going to be getting Super Season 2. So just a couple of days away. I am super excited. This guy is super fun. He is a Vanguard hero, which I know we do have a lot of Vanguard heroes in the game. Yes, that is unfortunate, but at the same time, he plays kind of different than your average Vanguard. He's going to be up in the fight, but also able to kind of like do a little bit of flanking. Is a very unique style and just really fun hero. So we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna kind of show you guys just the first looks and how he plays and all of his stuff. So, but before we jump in, also check the description and also on the screen right now, I do have a couple of gift codes for you guys courtesy of Gordo. I mentioned this in my previous video, the reaction video to the arena news. But make sure you guys are using these gift codes because they are going to expire on August 14th. You guys can get a couple of free Rumble boxes. It's the Mega Rumble boxes with each of these codes on screen. So definitely be taking advantage of that and get a last minute couple of, gifts, boxes, whatever the case may be, before they take the boxes out of the game. But yes, we're going to jump in. We're going to check him out. He is really cool. So let's go have some fun and let's check out Ono. All right, so here he is in his hero details screen. He is super cool. He is more of a, like I said, melee sort of close range style hero, but he also has the capability of kind of going really far range with his little blades. He basically throws his blades. So we're going to go through all of his ability info. Before we do, this is his season pass skin for next season. It is the Light Guardian season or Super Season 2. This is going to be his season pass skin whenever you get to that level 70. And it absolutely is, it's just so cool. It's super awesome. The whole theme of the season is kind of like Power Rangers, sort of, in a way. And he is definitely the fit for that. It is super cool. I really like his like melee weapons. I don't know exactly what they're called, these little things, but they're super awesome. But let's go over all of his ability info real quick. The game is changing. They're going in a very different direction as to how to actually level up heroes. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be very different now once the boxes are kind of out of the actual game, and it does change. But his ability info. So you got Stormblade. This is his weapon. He basically throws these blades. He throws 1, 2, and then he'll do a powerful throw. And it's basically every 2 normal attacks, you throw a bigger one. And they do have a actual like slowing effect, which is really cool. And then the power attack deals more damage. So we'll get into all the visuals in a second. I just want to run over all the abilities. The normal attack is going to do 960, and the powerful is going to do 2,880 damage. It's pretty crazy. His portable, or his first active ability, is his portable barrier. He basically summons a portable barrier around an ally as well as himself. He can also just use it on himself. So he's just alone. He's just going to cast it on himself and have like this bubble shield, which is really cool. It has 4,800 health, which is awesome. And it lasts for 4 seconds. So that's really cool. It keeps him alive. It kind of has that shield aspect of a Vanguard. It's a little different than, say, like Fort, who throws down a shield, or Jabali, who holds a shield. This is more of like a portable bubble shield. So it's really cool. The Furious Slash is his second active. Slash and knock back enemies in the front of you, reducing ability cooldown for each enemy hit. So it does some pretty significant damage as well. But you're also going to be able to reduce your ability cooldown, which is awesome. Super helpful when he's up in the fight close range. This is where this comes into play. And then you can also have that far range with him throwing his little storm blades and kind of hitting from a distance. So he can play either far back or up close, but you're going to want to probably play up close. His ultimate, Shock Beam. Basically, it shoots like a beam similar to Osas's ultimate, causing dot damage or damage over time, and knocking enemies back. So this is actually really interesting. It lasts 5 seconds. You can basically like push people away from you and almost like push them into the air and make them float, which is really awesome. This is a really good ult. I feel like this is going to be a very good like counter to a lot of ults. So like when they pop their ult, you pop your shock blade or shock beam, and just start pushing them away. So this is really cool. And then his passive, the powerful attack of Stormblade, which is his his main weapon, will penetrate enemies, causing multiple damage instances, but cannot penetrate barriers. So basically, once you get his passive, he's going to be able to use his main attack, and it's going to be actually going through enemies rather than just hitting one enemy. So you can actually like do some pretty decent damage, especially in 5v5 when people are like bunching together. You're gonna be able to just throw your storm blades through all of the enemies and deal multiple instances of damage, which is really good. Really, really strong. We're gonna go jump into the training grounds. I'm gonna kind of show you him a little bit, and then we'll jump into a game on the test server that I'm on. It's only bots, so we're only gonna be playing against bots, but we might jump into a game at the end. Let's go over into the training grounds and let's check it all out. All right, guys, so here he is in the training grounds. This is his main attack. He basically throws two of these like little storm blades. He doesn't have any sort of reloading animation, so he'll basically throw here. Let me get started over. So 1, 2, and then he'll throw both of them as a big like sort of burst attack. The cool thing you can do with this, it actually does some pretty decent damage. So we can throw the 1, 2, and then, oh, well, the Victor killed the mark, but you get the idea. 1, 2, and then a big one, right? So what you can do with this is actually kind of interesting. You basically can just throw your first two, and then your first attack is going to be a huge attack. So you can almost like prime the big attack without even having to like, so you can like throw your first two, go around a corner with your big attack ready, and then just big attack, and then you can follow up with little ones. So that's kind of cool. You can almost like pre-cycle it in a way. 1, 2, throw your big attack. It's pretty cool. Honestly, it's super, super cool. And then for his other ability, we're going to just use that up. So his first ability is the shield. So you can pop a shield, and if you're popping it looking at an ally, it does those sort of similar effects to like Iris or even Neon. Basically, you see like right there, we both get a bubble shield. So you can like keep your healer alive, you can keep another tank alive, whatever the case may be. It has 4,800 health, which is crazy good. You basically just jump into a fight and just kind of go in, do your thing. He's going to be really up close, kind of just punching, throwing his little things, and it's just super, super good. His other ability, basically, when you're close, you can throw this. You can deal some damage with it, but it's also going to put your cooldowns, like your cooldowns are going to kind of refresh a little faster. So let's go over here to these Victors. So like when this Victor gets close to me, we can pop this on him, and you can actually see the cooldown got reduced. So it's pretty sweet. Honestly, pretty sweet. Pop this right here. See, and the cooldown just speeds up a little bit. One thing I haven't tried, so let's try this now. Let's pop the bubble shield. So we have an 8-second cooldown on that. Let's pop this. Okay, so it doesn't work for the bubble shields unless I just didn't hit the Victor. But it basically is going to refresh his cooldown of his second ability, which is this one when the Victor spawns. This one right here. Boom. And I am playing on like super high ping because technically this server is not in America. But that's kind of the concept of how it works. You're basically going to keep that like constantly on cooldown. That way you can just constantly dish out close range damage. And then his ultimate is actually super cool. So we're going to pop his ultimate. You can actually just like make people fly basically. As long as you keep hitting them, you're going to be dealing that dot damage, and you're just going to be deterring those enemies coming at you and pushing them away. So this can be really good for charging in fades or even Victors that are pushing up close. Anyone who's going to just be like a nuisance. You can even push people off points or off carts or off maps. There's a lot of instances where this comes into play, and I think it's going to be really strong, just as like that deterrence kind of factor to the ultimate and the counter plays you can do with it. And especially if you're going to be up close and someone's going to be pushing you, you can just pop that and get them away from you like really fast. So really, really cool. His whole entire kit is just extremely unique. It's going to be kind of hard to show his passive, but you can hit basically through people. It's going to be really hard to kind of show that because these guys move a lot. But let me see if I can actually angle it correct with these Victors. Oh boy. It's going to be kind of hard to show, but basically his things penetrate through. And we can actually look at his where is it? This, and we can look at this guide video. This video actually kind of shows it a little better where there's like 2 people on screen. And so you see that the Mark is taking damage as well as the Victor. So he's hitting both at the same time. So you're going to be able to do that like penetrating damage, hitting multiple enemies at once, which is really good, especially up close in the fight. And you're just kind of going to be chaining his abilities all back and forth, which is just really, really neat. And just the whole like concept of it all is really cool. Like I hit that Victor back there through this first Victor. So this guy's getting too close to me. Let's go ahead and pop ult. Let's get him out of here. And you can actually kill with this. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it definitely has a very interesting sort of counter technique to it. So that's why I really like it. I think he's going to be really fun. Let me go show you guys his skin, his like battle pass skin, so you guys can see what it's going to look like eventually once you get all the way up, you know, through the battle pass for next season. But it is really cool. This is also all different, just in case you were wondering. I have a whole entire selection screen, which is really cool. And you can go through and, you know, select whoever you want to select. So let's say like we select Gloria or whatever. And then now you can go scroll through all of her different skins. And they actually show the names of all the skins, which is really interesting. But here is his other skin, the Masked Boxer. And it looks super dope. I love the afro. I think it's so cool. And they could do so many interesting skins in the future with him. And this one actually makes his bubble shields green, which is really awesome. This whole slash is green, and as well as his ultimate, it is a green beam as opposed to the orange or the yellowy orange one. So super interesting hero. I think he's going to play really, really unique and like kind of niche in some comps. You're going to be able to play a really fun thing with like, I think Neon's going to be really good with him. The same concept where you like pair Neon with a Victor. I think it's going to be that same concept where Neon kind of sticks to you and just constantly heals you, and you're just kind of going and throwing your blades and just constantly dealing damage, and then in turn you can keep that Neon alive with the bubble shields in a big fight or whatever the case may be, all up close. So super cool concept, super cool hero. I think he's gonna be a lot of fun, and I am really excited for next season whenever he does actually come into the game. So let me go see if I can find a game. It's like I said, this whole entire server that we're on for testing purposes is all just bots. So I might just load up on the new map, which there's a new control map, and we're going to check out him in action against bots. So let's go do that. Let's just go play a private game against some bots and see kind of how he plays. All right, we are loading in ECore City, the brand new map. We do have just a bot game, but, you know, just for testing purposes, I wanted to show you. So here's the map. There's a lot of jumping pads on this map, which is really awesome, but it is kind of like this indoor arena. There's so many different routes you can take and different positions you can get into. So we're going to see how he plays on the map. I want to kind of check it out. This is the first time I've played him on this map. So, and like I said, this is not an American server, so there is definitely a lot of input lag. But, you know, it is what it is. We're just here to kind of test it and see. His shield has so much range. That is actually kind of crazy. Let's see if I can get in here and help our Neon out. Oh, they have a Neon on point. Let's see if we can hit her. Boom, look at that, dude. He just absolutely smacks people in the face. We can pop this on Neon, keep her all shielded up. And that's actually a pretty fast cooldown. It's only a 7-second cooldown, which is really cool. So you can constantly pop those bubble shields, not only on yourself, but on teammates. And I am also level 1 with him. So his stats are going to be a little different at this level as opposed to where he was in the training grounds. But for the most part, it's very similar. You can also pop this through walls, which is really cool. So like I can save my Skady over there, and then they do have a Christina right here. But the point is really cool, like how the point kind of plays out and all that stuff. I think Christina is going to be phenomenal in this map. I think a lot of people are actually going to be really good. Cosmo might even be really good. Oh, I got pinned here. He's going to probably kill me here. Yeah, he's going to get me. But yeah, there's so many cool like ledges and like different areas to go, different routes to take. And the bots are just taking all these routes. Let's go this way with our bots. Let's just kind of follow them. We do have ult as well. Like there's a jump, like launch pad. There's jump pads to get up to different points, different heights. Go ahead and pop ult right here. Let's just go ahead and push all these guys to tier them all. We're going to get a kill too. Push them all away. Like look how far I pushed them away. And we got a Cosmo right here. Go ahead and pop him with this. There we go. There we go. Oh, I can actually... Oh, I could have... If I had my shield, I could have actually saved her there. Or at least shielded her a little bit more. See. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. Never mind. Let's see if I can get in here and pop him. Oh, he's going to stun me again. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you, team. Let's get back on the point. The point is huge. I like this, like, little thing in the center, whatever, this guy, this tower thing, which is pretty cool. He got some cover. He can help our skatey. I think it's going to be kind of cool because he's pseudo support in a way, because you do have, oh, that's an ult. That's a neon ult. He's kind of pseudo support with his bubble shields and being able to pop them to kind of keep people alive, which I think is really interesting. Oh my gosh, my allergies, they're kicking in today. So like I can see that my neon's in trouble, so I can bubble shield her from that far away. Like that's almost like how neon can jump through walls. Like that's similar. Like the concept is similar, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and kill the fade. We do have point here. We can pop the skatey, keep her alive. Throw some of our blades over there. Yeah, he plays really interesting. We can go ahead and pop the shield on me just to keep myself alive because I'm a little low. The neon's going to pop to me. See if we can get the Christina. Oh, we're in bubbles. Oh, we're in her bombs. I meant bombs, not bubbles. But you can see kind of that he's not super broken like past heroes, especially season pass heroes, have been, which I think is good. I think he's just very strong or very niche in a certain team comp, certain builds. I think he's going to be really good with neon. But he's not like crazy broken. He's just good. I mean, like I said, I'm playing against bots right now and not really doing a whole lot. So you can deter, see, this is what I was talking about. You can deter fades while they're charging, which I think is super strong because fade is a really strong hero. And you can just constantly deal damage. And if I did have his passive, which I don't, like fade's coming in right here, we can go ahead and pop this. If I had his passive, I could actually be doing like penetration damage and killing, you know, multiple people at once, or at least dealing damage to multiple people at once, which is cool. It doesn't go through barriers, so that is one thing you got to keep in mind. There goes the Christina. She's behind. Oh, I missed her. Go ahead and pop this just in case anyone gets near me. Like, you can do so much damage with his little, whatever they're called, little storm blades. Oh, if only I had my bubble shield right there, but we're gonna get the fade. Go ahead and pop this back up. Let's take the point. We do have overtime, which is really cool. Super fun hero. Very interesting play style, mechanics. Everything about him is really interesting. It's going to take some getting used to kind of feel him out and see, you know, how he plays and whatnot. But definitely a really cool concept. I think this hero is going to be a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to have an absolute blast with him. He's got some cool like techniques and tactics behind him. And his skin is really cool too. So very excited for this guy. All right, guys, let me know what you think about Ono down in the comments below. Are you excited for next season? Like I said, it's only a couple of days away. We're going to be able to jump in. I'm going to get him to level 10 day 1, which is going to be cool. And I can also on that day show you kind of how the new leveling system works. It's very similar, but it is also very different now that we don't have boxes. It's going to kind of play just slightly different. You're going to have to get those power cores in a different means, you know, whether it's the battle pass or even the Hall of Fame, or if you have anything else saved up, that's going to be how you're going to be able to obtain those power cores. So I'll run over all of that once the season drops. We'll get him to level 10. We'll check him out in an actual server with actual players. I'm super excited for him. He's going to be a really good time. But yeah, dudes, I'll catch you next time. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe for more T3 content. I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff now that my work schedule is kind of slowing down and I'm actually getting used to the job and starting to schedule my life around it. So definitely expect more videos. Also check the description for those gift codes. Definitely put those in. They expire on August 14th. So definitely put those in as soon as possible. Get yourself some free Mega Rumble boxes before boxes are gone. But catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, peace out, guys.